we'll see how fast it actually goes live. Oh, there we go. It says we're live. Woohoo! Good morning. Happy Sunday. Welcome to everyone that we may have just been hanging out with Stephanie this morning. Stephanie had a fun FPP morning this morning, which was amazing, and some incredible fabrics. So if you have not, absolutely go back and check out Stephanie's YouTube channel to see the project that we worked on this morning. I'm gonna attempt to get my cat out of the way because this isn't gonna work this morning, Harmonica. Oh, you're such a big boy. Oh. Okay, off you go. There we go. I'm gonna put Stephanie's channel in, I think. Oh, gotta turn on my keyboard to be able to do that. Let's see, we have Ivy here, and Steven, and Janice, and Sally, and Stephanie's here, and Ingrid's here. We are ready for some Slow Stitch Sunday. Oh, Steven said I've tried saying hi like 3 times and spelled my name wrong. All good.
It's okay. She'll know what you mean.
Yeah, it's good. Steven, if you all don't know, is Bland Designs and the Idiot Quilter. So when I'm saying, hey, Steven, that's who I'm talking about. And I'm going to put his YouTube in too. And Steven's on later this afternoon. Steven and Walter come on live Sunday afternoons at 4. So that's pretty cool. So I'm going to switch the...
It'll be fun to hear it all about Steven and Walter's adventures in Ohio.
Oh my gosh, yes. That's going to be a blast.
I have to say, Steven, it was so fun seeing you and Walter going to so many of the shops that we've been to when we've been in the area for Stephanie's retreat. That was cool.
I'll be right back. I gotta get my doggy.
Yeah. It certainly sounded like you guys had a whole lot of fun on your trip. Made me sort of homesick to go back to Ohio and visit all of those fun shops. And see Stephanie, of course.
Everything's dropping. Dogs are getting into cat food. Everything's going crazy. What a morning. Okay. Now I'm ready for some Zen slow stitching.
George just laid down behind me.
Aww.
Black blob.
Aww.
We'll see how long he stays there. Cats are on the other side of the room.
Steven said that it was an adventure in spending money. That's pretty funny.
Well, I mean, you guys do a great job at that. It's super fun to hear about all of your acquisitions. I mean, I get quite carried away in stores as well, so I'm 100% on board with the way that you spend.
Steven, I don't know if your ears are burning when someone's talking about you, or ringing when someone's talking about you, or your palms are itchy or something.
No, if your palms are itchy, doesn't that mean that you're coming into money?
Oh, is that what that is? Oh, okay.
I
I've
don't
never felt it. I've never experienced it, so I don't know. Hi, Robert and Mary and Terry. Oh, but we were talking about the grand enablement that happens on Wednesday sews, or the Saturday sew-alongs, and all the money that we have to twist your arm to spend on those days.
the enablement is just so much fun.
Yeah. Yes.
Because you don't realize just everything that you have to have.
Oh my goodness. But yes, so okay, so first and foremost, today is Slow Stitch Sunday. Sorry, animals made things crazy, and I'm like, whoo, where am I? But today is Slow Stitch Sunday, so Ingrid and I are working on English paper piecing, which, if you are not familiar with that, it's kind of like, well, it's all based off of foundational piecing. So it's another foundation that we're using, but it's different than FPP because we're not actually sewing on these pieces of paper, or in this case, like a cardboard, a thin stock cardboard. We're not actually sewing on this. We are creating the shape around it and then sewing those pieces together just through the fabric. It's pretty cool. It's super portable. So when like you're on flights, like we got Stephanie into making little flowers, insanely portable, so easy. So I thought I was going to give away this that I made on my last Sunday, but I ended up making it my little FPP pouch. So you could just fit stuff and in easily travelable items and still be, enjoying your favorite activity of sewing wherever you are. I am working on a kit from Wyndham Fabrics called Night Song. It's a small little wall hanging 12 by 16 inch finished. So I am this inner section with the wolf and the moons and everything. That's the bits that I'm working on today. And Ingrid is working on, what you got over there?
This is I think this is the one that I started our first Slow Stitch Sunday. Is this spotted? Is that what that fabric line is?
Is that, let me hear. I'm gonna
it's a little
spotlight.
Bit, it's got some sparklies.
Oh yeah. Is Ruby Star sparkle?
I don't know. I was just looking to see if I had the
I'm really bad at remembering lines and things.
These are some of the ones that I've prepared for. So I certainly will not be getting
speckled. There we go.
Yeah. What's that?
Stephanie says it's called speckled.
Oh, speckled. Oh, okay. A spotted is something different, I think. But
all right, now I have you spotlighted and I can't figure out how to unspotlight you.
So that's what I'm working on, and I figured I would just continue to make it bigger until I get to something. I'm not sure what I'll do with it yet, but maybe I'll end up making a bag.
Oh, that's fun.
Or something.
Yeah, I like that. Look, everybody needs bags.
Yes.
Hi, Karen. Howdy to anybody that I might have missed as I was chasing my dog out of eating all of the cat food. So, hello.
Do you keep your cat food up higher?
So we keep the cats because we have 5 cats, so there are 5 separate bowls going on when it's breakfast time. And we keep it in the kitchen, and then we block off getting into the kitchen from the dogs. Well, Sadie, because she is ancient and wise, has okay. We have to encourage her little old butt. She's 12 years old or 11. Yeah, 11 years. We have to encourage her to walk up the stairs, but to somehow get through the barricade, the way the kitchen is, I can't put like a baby gate. So it's basically putting as much things in the way when it's feeding time for the cats as possible. And then, when they're done, it's free reign into the kitchen. She's figured out to use her paws as hands. She's genius. And she moves things to get through to the cat food, even though she has her own food right next to my sewing area to eat. But no, the cat food is a delicacy, and she would prefer to cause absolute chaos and get into the cat food. But it's only in the past 3 days that she's been ballsy enough to do it when I'm here.
Oh, usually she'll wait for you to like have your back turned, or
right, exactly. Or I go upstairs to do whatever, or I go downstairs into the laundry room, and then I'll realize, oh my gosh, she's gotten through the barricade. So I'm gonna have to figure out either these cats are gonna have to eat faster, or I'm gonna have to figure out another Sadie-proof thing. But I haven't been making her follow me up or down the stairs because she's such a poor little old lady.
Yeah.
She's got me hoodwinked.
Yeah. I keep the cat food up on a shelf.
Yeah.
Which has always worked. I've always had big dogs. But George here has recently found where the cat food is. And as big as he is, he's able to reach it. So I have to think of maybe something else, or just try to get him to hopefully forget about the cat food. But now that he knows it's there, I don't know if that's gonna work.
He's gonna sniff it out each time.
But my brother does the same thing. They have the cat food in the middle of a round table, and the dogs can't reach it. But his dogs are also shorter.
Yeah. Now, Ruby seems like the kind of gal who'll figure it out at some point.
Oh, yes. That's the corgi in her.
She will figure out a way.
Cute little corgi butt.
I don't know what I'm going to do about Sadie, the little lunatic. She's so she was Evan's puppy. Got her when she was just a baby. She was rescued from a really bad situation, but she was only 6 weeks old. So she is very much like our baby, bonded like to us, our baby. And she is crate trained. Like if we have to go away for a longer period of time, but I hate putting her in a crate. Lilu's crate trained, goes in her crate, like that's for happy space. Like that's where she goes to get away from the cats. That's her happy space, and she doesn't mind it. She's fine. But now, because Sadie is so old and blah blah blah. But I might just, while the cats are eating, have to get, if I'm not in the room, if I'm going to go about doing other things, and I'm not going to make her go up the stairs, I'll have to put her in her crate again. I hate it. I'm such a sucker for these stupid animals.
Hi, Jeannie.
Hey, Jeannie.
Long time no see. We were just together yesterday. That's the same Jeannie, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yay, get to spend a great weekend, everybody.
Zoom.
Yesterday was my very first bring your own FPP retreat. And so that's what we were talking about, enabling Stephen. Many of the folks that came to that retreat are regulars at either the Wednesday open sew, which you all should definitely check out, which you can find the link on any of Steven's YouTube like description, underneath the videos. Those are always Wednesdays, and those are on Zoom and not like live on YouTube. So you don't have to worry about having your face on YouTube if you don't want it on YouTube. And then while you're checking out Steven, if you aren't already, you get on his mailing list, and then you get invited to the Saturday open sews, the free sews, and that's fun. And it's another area where we enable everybody to spend lots and lots of money on very fun things.
Always. Like I said earlier, you never knew you couldn't live without it until you heard about it.
Yeah.
On the Steven Zoom.
It is definitely, when it comes to that stuff, it's definitely mob mentality wins, because we're all like, oh, we need to have that too.
So this palette is awesome. I love it.
Oh, I have been helping my sister. So every Thursday I help my sister with she owns her own company where she's a registered something. She hasn't gone to nursing school, so she can't do like nursey stuff, but she's registered something in the medical field where she's an in-home aid assistant to a woman. So she does like the medications and stuff like that, but I get to go and hang out with a lady on Thursdays, and we get to watch spicy TV. Like, she's gotten me to watch Outlander and stuff. That is not something I'd been watching. But while I was watching TV with her, I was doing more work on the project I started. This Christmas is going to be 3 years ago. But I got more pieces done. I was explaining it to her that I'd started it 3 years ago, and it may be the project that never ends. But I did get more done. These are fun. Little Dresden things. And I used my palette, and she was fascinated. She's like, oh, it's like a painter's palette. Yeah, it is.
It is. And it's awesome that it's see-through, so you can line stuff up.
Yes.
And these little magnets that I just got off of Amazon, I think you gave me the idea.
Yeah.
These work so good.
Yep. They are so much stronger than the ones that we got from Sewtite.
Yeah, and those are good for other things, but for this, what I like about them is these magnets, they're stronger, and but B, they're smaller.
Yes. These little
so
come
fit in the way.
I have the little teeny tiny one.
Oh,
look at how tiny. That's 2 of them.
That's adorable.
They're so small. But I haven't even put these papers in the octagons yet, so I gotta get to going. No, wait, how many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I don't know my shapes. My daughter does much better than I do. I can remember her coming home from preschool and talking about a cylinder.
I don't know why we call them hexies all the time. Why did it totally escape my head that they're hexagons?
Hexagon.
Where did hexy come from? I had such a long day yesterday.
Yes, you did.
I was up so early, and then we didn't get back home from Baltimore until midnight, and I didn't fall asleep until 3 a.m. because I was on such a high from such a fantastic day. It was
from your
such a good day.
from your virtual.
Yeah, the virtual retreat where everybody was trying to make me cry, you evil, evil ladies.
Yeah, yeah, with all of the compliments. Because everybody learned so much. I mean, even those of us that have been doing it for a while, you pick up little tips and tricks when you get into a forum like that.
Oh my gosh, all of the information that everybody was sharing, the people that they've learned from, the tips that they've picked up just by doing things on their own because they had to figure it out.
Yeah,
it's so incredible. It's so inspiring.
Yeah, it
amazing.
Is awesome.
So I completely rode that high into the show last night, and we had a great show. It was so much fun. And then, yeah, I just couldn't go to sleep. And I was like, oh, I have so much to do tomorrow, and I can't even go to sleep. I also can't for the life of me see this. Okay. You know that I'm a gadget girl, but I don't like spending money on things I don't necessarily need. But I have found that this little needle threader from Sewline comes in handy. Now, I'm going to bet that there are ones out there that probably are less expensive. When I was at my dad's, I got this guy when I went to go get something to work on while I was at my dad's. And so it was from a quilt shop. So it was in a quilt shop, a quilting gadget.
Yeah.
I'm sure that this was probably marked up, 5 million times. But I've found that with the really tiny needle and the really tiny thread and my really getting old eyes, that this bugger helps me. Oops.
Okay, so I might have to get that because it took me 10 minutes to thread this needle here.
Yeah. I am very unhappy with when I do that. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I think I got it right. Nope, I didn't get it right. Oh, because I don't have the thread at the right spot. Gotta have the thread all the way in.
It's like I do have some needle threaders, but not oh, Donna. Yes. Hi from the girls downstairs.
Hi, Donna. Oh, hi, Karen. How are you doing, Donna? We get to see Donna very soon.
Yes, can't wait to see you in September at the Nut House.
There we go.
Yeah, so some of the needle threaders, the ones that I have, they just don't work for the teeny tiny holes.
Yeah. Yeah, I've gotten all like the little bird shaped ones and the little wire ones that you can stick through the eyes, but they're too thick. This guy has worked, and I just got it threaded. This has worked every single time. I mean, aside from user error where I wasn't pushing the thing down right, so the little thing wasn't going because I'm a goober. But it's fantastic. I love this guy.
George wants to help.
Oh, hello, sweet face.
Under my arm.
That's so funny.
Scared the crap out of me. Hey. There's a boy.
All right, what metallic thing did I just get those magnets stuck on? That's the thing. I'll put them down and find them hooked to something.
Jacqueline loves the hummingbird threader. Yeah, I use that a lot for just threaded my machine.
Hey, Nellie.
Hi, Nellie. You're never late.
Yep, there is no wrong time to join.
It's funny, every once in a while, like I'll join a live and I'll be commented and then realize that I need to speed it up.
Oh,
because I'm commenting on things that were said at the beginning and they started it 10 minutes earlier or something.
everybody's like, "Oof, Ingrid's behind."
What is she talking about? So George, he's going to be 1 year old on the 31st, which is this week, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. How insane is that? It feels like just yesterday you got him.
It does in some ways, but then in other ways, it seems like he's just always been here.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, it's crazy that he's already going to be one.
Yeah.
So kids are asking me if I'm making a cake.
Oh, well, are you making a cake?
Of course. Well, we're gonna make something. I'm pretty sure it's gonna end up being a cake.
Yeah.
Because I used to do that for Leo, Chewy, and Chachi as well.
Yeah.
With Leo and Chewy, it was fun because they were actually born on my birthday.
Oh,
So we all celebrated with cake.
oh, that is so fun.
What are the chances of that happening?
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, it was cool. I miss those buggers.
Mm. I've found with Minnie, who was the first animal that the kids and I had gotten after we moved up to Frederick. So it was like our first, it was Lauren's cat for sure, but our first family animal. And losing her will hit me at weird places, like in weird times. And it sucks.
It does. That's right, Nellie. He's my baby and he will always be my baby. Even as big as he is.
Yeah.
Karen, I'm sorry that you've had a rough week.
Oh man. Car needed transmission. Oh my lord. Bearings on your first sewing machine died. Aww. Ooh, Donna got her early birthday present yesterday. I want to see pictures of this.
Really?
There's a car emoji, so I really want to see pictures of this.
Well, then, I think it's time for another Cheeto Sucka Zoom.
Yeah, we are long overdue for a Cheeto Sucka Zoom.
Yes, I will get on trying to figure out a date for everybody.
Um, for you all that may not know, uh, Cheetah Suckos is not. We're not, you know, freaking out. Right? It's not some weird cult or anything. well, well, maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe I'll take that back. But such a good and exciting reason to go to a Together We Sew retreat, because you will meet the most incredible people. Everyone you go to, you will meet the most incredible people. And if I ever win like a multi-million-dollar lottery, I want to set up a fund to get as many people to a retreat as possible, because the every retreat I've been to, and they've only been together Resew retreats, so I am a little bit biased. I've met the most incredible people, but then in Walnutport, I met the Titasuckas, who are soul sisters, and nobody can hold a candle to them. They're just extra, extra special. Fate sat us all at the same table and realized that we were all twisted in our sense of humor.
It's true. That's true.
Oh, hey, Carl, he's on his work break.
Hi, Carl. You're gonna get to meet him.
I know. I'm so. It's coming up super fast.
So this is going to be your first retreat that's not a Together We Sew retreat?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Pretty crazy. And I'll be flying. And Stephanie's going to have to cradle me like a baby. Because I'm terrified of flying. So I was, when Lauren and I were on the way to Baltimore last night, I was talking about, the realization that me having to fly is like really creeping up, and like I'm irrationally freaked out. I mean, a phobia is a phobia. You can't, like, there's no rationality to it, but it is what it is. Like, it's just a thing. And I'm like, poor Stephanie, she's gonna have such a mess on her hands. Lauren's like, well, you need to take some kind of like medicine or something. One, I don't have any medicine. Like I don't have any prescriptions on hand. And Lauren was like, well, you better take some shots because Stephanie's not gonna want to put up with that crap.
Yeah, there's a fine line, you don't take too much of anything, whether that be alcohol or prescriptions.
Yeah.
Maybe just a little Benadryl.
Oh, Benadryl hypes me up though.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe not Benadryl.
Benadryl has the same effect on my kids too. I found that out. Like, oh, I thought they were gonna go to bed.
Carl says you're going to be laughing.
You're
going to be laughing.
When I finally get there, I am so excited to meet everybody. I've heard so many good things about all the people that are going to be there. So I feel like I know everyone a little bit already, and I can't wait to just put faces and hugs to the people that are going to be there.
I'm jealous that last week I was trying to think of ways that I could finagle to get down there with you guys. Like, oh, maybe I can surprise them.
Oh my gosh, please.
I can't.
you can work and I mean the hours that you work, you can definitely work and play. Because you're working all day anyway, so you might as well throw some playtime in there.
Yeah, and just do it from Texas.
Yes.
That would be awesome, but I can't. And plus, George has this surgery on the 6th.
Oh, yeah. You want to be there for that.
Yeah.
Although I do think it would be funny that you put that on your brother.
Yeah. If he didn't have dogs, I wouldn't be opposed to putting that on him. George would not stay calm.
It's a male bonding experience.
Right. With that type of surgery, you mean?
Yes.
George is getting fixed for anybody that doesn't know. Well, people don't know.
Isn't following my crass jokes.
Yeah.
No, don't mix the drugs with the alcohol. Oh,
Oh gosh, no.
hey, Terry.
No, gosh, no.
No,
One
no.
or the other.
And my addiction has always been the addiction to control, which is why I'm terrified of flying. I used to love flying. I used to fly for work all the time, and I absolutely loved flying. I loved being able to just get on the plane and not have to like do or think of anything, put on headphones, watch movies, watch TV shows. I watched the entire series of Monk one year for all the flying I had to do for work. So like I used to love it, but then it's been years since maybe 20 years now. The kids and I flew down to Florida a couple of times. Yeah, it's close to 20 years now. And somewhere in between that time, I'm now, and it makes no sense. I'm a statistical, I love statistics, I love numbers, I love percentages, I love all of that. But it's the control piece. So the thought of drinking to get to the point where I won't care that I'm flying means that I have no control, which means it's worse than if I didn't drink at all. So
not a good idea.
yeah.
Carl says he's going to need a lot of help with FPP.
I'm excited to get to help you.
Shannon is your girl.
There's just something about FPP. It is so fun.
So I'm excited for you guys to see what you guys create with Rob's applique method.
Yes. I
All that is.
The kit for that is sitting right here looking at me, and I'm very excited to start on that.
I have the kit. The
yeah. Bird of Paradise.
Bird of Paradise, yes. It's gorgeous. And the colors are just,
oh my gosh, yeah. Stephanie used his fabrics today on her live.
Oh yes,
I love the bright colors. I love the geometric shapes within the print. Yeah, so incredible. So I'm really looking forward to making this kit. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it's they can be used as a solid option, but they're the way that the geometric shapes play with each other, and then the bright colors as well. They are so stunning that they can be used on their own as well, and not like as a background. Like the main focus point of a fabric.
Well, and then Stephanie using them on a black background today really made them like pop.
Oh, I liked that. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Jeannie.
Oh no, Carl. Shannon, they will run a tab for you at the store at Stitch and Heaven.
Oh no, Carl. Shh. I'm already terrified that Rob is going to convince me to come home with a long arm.
Oh gosh.
I can't imagine having a tab. Oh no.
That's so funny.
My dream though is to get to the point at a quilt store that I'm like Norm in Cheers, where I just walk in the door and everybody goes, Shannon. That's my dream.
That's awesome.
Oh my word.
I think it's kind of like that at Charlotte's. We get that welcome when we go in there.
Yeah. I like this like almost zen like rhythm of just gluing the papers on to the pieces. I realized as I was cutting out my fabrics that I wasn't paying attention to how they were going to line up on the papers. And so I'm now having to like uh put the papers on at weird angles to glue it on the back, but that doesn't matter. What the back's going to look like doesn't matter. But I was like, oh, that's something I'll have to pay more attention to next time. Oops.
Oh, that's right, Carl. Tiffany did buy a long arm last year. I remember her saying that on the cruise.
Oh,
Well, you almost got one. I thought you were going to get one at QuiltCon.
I know because I have zero impulse control. And I'm usually surrounded by instigators.
I don't know what you're talking about. Stephanie and I were, being the words of wisdom for you.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Right, Stephanie?
If that's your story and you're sticking to it.
Yes.
I really need to get on that my search for a sugar daddy or a winning lottery ticket.
But you need to start playing the lottery if you
I
want
know.
to. I always think how wonderful it'll be to win the lottery, but I never play, so
Yeah, you gotta play to win, and I always fail at that part.
yeah. So this morning, George got the zoomies while I was in the shower,
Oh,
and I came out to all of the blankets and sheets on the floor.
really?
Apparently, just like ran. It looked like just based on the pile of blankets on the floor, it looked like he just ran circles on the bed.
On the bed. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's a lot of dog having zoomies.
Yep. Yeah, when he starts that, I am usually able to get him outside.
Nice. Yeah.
Because that's where he needs to be when he does that.
Yeah. Oh, the poor cats when he has zoomies.
Yeah, they get quite wide-eyed. Hysterical. So is that going to be a wall hanging?
Yes. Yeah. Thinking about it being a part of the rotation of what hangs behind me.
Oh, yeah. Good idea.
Oh yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Why is it blank right now?
Um, because I packed up all my things for that workshop that I did. The FPP workshop that I did how many months ago now, and haven't unpacked all my things. It's still in the little tote. So yeah. It's out of sight, out of mind, and when I remember it, it's when I go live or when I record for Thursday morning, and I'm like, oh, it's so blank and boring behind me, and I'm like, I really need to open up that thing, and then I get done, and I'm like, okay, done, and then I don't go do what I remembered I needed to do. Oh, Bass Drop had something to say about that. Oh, the boys are fighting.
Who's Bass Drop fighting with?
Glockenspiel.
Okay.
Harmonica is looking on with disdain.
I love it.
Bass Drop's the youngest of the brothers. Guacamole, well, that's what I call it. His name is Glockenspiel, but I always call him Guacamole. He's the oldest of the brothers, and the two of them like to beat the bejeebies out of each other. And Harmonica only likes to be a part of it when he's the one that instigates it.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's all beneath him.
And they're already 5?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's wild. And their mom, who we rescued their mom when she was pregnant, she's only a year older than they are.
Oh, wow, really?
She was just a bitty baby. She was a stray in the neighborhood. She wasn't a stray in the neighborhood. We knew whose house they let her out of all the time. And she was the daughter of another one of the cats that they let outside all the time. But it was a blizzard and they just left her outside, and she was pregnant, and I'm a sap. So I was like, we can't just leave her outside, because she'd come to our house because they weren't letting her in. And I was like, we cannot just leave her out there. Like, just bring her in. And then, that took like 3 seconds for me to be like, all right, well, she's ours now. And that family, I mean, y'all can come at me, but that family never asked, never put up flyers wondering where she was, never. And they live, well, they moved now, but they lived right across our court. So it wasn't like, I would have not seen the flyers if they put it up. We knew where they were. And I was like, well, if they're not going to ask about her, I'm not telling them.
Well, it didn't seem like they were really taking care of.
Mm-mm. And one of the cats that they let out had already been hit by a car. So I was just done with the whole situation. Like my family's from Tennessee. I've lived with barn cats my whole life. I'm cool with the barn cat outside thing being mousers and all that stuff. But when you live in a neighborhood like this, you don't need an outside cat. Like,
yeah,
you're not mousing. And we have plenty of other wild animals to do that work here. We've got some good snakes in the neighborhood to do that stuff.
So Stephanie is recalling my version of events at QuiltCon.
Oh, you were both innocent bystanders. Yes.
Yeah, and supportive.
Robert said, I've been with Shannon all through her FPP journey, and when she went legit.
Oh, and you're inspiring.
Oh, oh, thank you.
I agree, Robert. Shannon is very inspiring.
All right, now we're live. This is not a private Zoom, and I'm not allowed to cry.
Oh.
Irish Sand Lady, I have a duck toller lab mix named Jake.
Oh.
Oh my word, they were told that he was going to be medium size-ish because his mom was 65 pounds. He's 144 pounds and he thinks he's a chihuahua.
Yeah, they always do, don't they?
Yeah, yeah.
The bigger they are, the smaller they think they are.
I think when George is done bulking out, I would not be surprised if he's getting close to that 144 size.
Uh,
Because
I hope not.
they thought Sadie wasn't gonna get big because of the situation she came from, and they were like, if we can get her to 75 pounds, we'll be so happy. And she's 100 pounds. So and healthy. Like that's not a bad, like she's definitely got like Mastiff in her and she's got Rottweiler in her, and Lab. So she's got like big dog DNA going on. So 100 pounds is a healthy size for her. She is a fit, trim woman. But yeah, I can't imagine being so, oh, he's gonna be like 65 and then he's 144. Lord.
More than double.
Yes.
They were a little
No.
off on their calculations.
Oh man.
That's funny.
I can't imagine the feeding bills.
Yeah.
I never think of Sadie as a really big dog. Because mostly because when we got her, she fit in. The first day we got her was at opening day at Evans Baseball, on Little League, and she just fit in his little catcher's glove, like just so like tiny little wee baby. Um, so I still think of her as that small, and I just never think of how big she is until like my sisters bring their dogs. Like my one sister has a French bulldog, and then the other sister has a little Pomeranian mix. I'm like, oh, our dogs would eat those dogs in one bite. Okay. Maybe we do have big doggies.
Yeah.
No, I don't think you'll ever be able to convince George that he's a big dog, but
He loves everybody. It's so cute.
yeah. He's the male version of a male version, a dog version of a himbo. Just big, goofy, friendly, and loves everybody.
Yeah. Yep. Very true. George is a pony. Yeah, Donna, he is a pony. And not done growing yet. They say up to a year and a half,
Yeah.
but he probably won't get much taller.
No, he'll bulk out. And get more strength in that super powered tail of his.
Oh gosh. Yeah, you gotta watch that tail. Poor Stephanie got a mouthful of tail.
Oh, that does not sound good.
Yeah, no. But I mean, thankfully, it was still when he was quite a bit smaller.
Yeah.
However, still not pleasant.
All right. Got all my pieces glued down. This is what it'll will look like in the end. Now to get to work.
I love the wolf in the middle.
It's so cute.
So, did you have to fussy cut all of the fabric in the kit, or did it come cut?
So you get the pieces that you need, but you do have to, like, the one piece that for the clouds and the moon, it's one piece. You have plenty, but you have to plot it out.
Okay.
And if I had plotted it out better, I wouldn't have such weird, like, I'm short on some ends and longer on other ends. Again, it's not going to matter in the final piece. You're not looking at the back, it doesn't matter, but it will affect like how you get it centered. Because I was cutting them out where the moon like against the straight edge instead of it being
Oh,
the hexy shape, like the shape of the hexy going that way. So I cut it close on a couple of things. So you just have to pay a little bit of attention to that when you're actually putting. I used from Moda their little template
oh, okay.
because it already has the seam allowance to it. It is the inside of the Moda template is bigger than the papers that we're using. So and that's where that helped me, because even though I like cut them wrong a little bit, it's oversized enough where it ended up not mattering.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. But it was a good lesson learned from, my first real go, to really, pay attention to what, if I'm going to follow the picture, pay attention to the layout of what I'm cutting out.
Yeah.
So now I know.
The I was just thinking about those curtains
Oh,
that Lori made.
yes.
And it was what's the lady's name in the homely house? Is that, I don't know if I'm saying that right.
The Last Homely House. Yeah. What is her name? Anybody out there, if you remember what the Last Homely House, what her name is? I cannot think of it. Hi, I see you. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds so cute.
Hello, baby. Until he digs his claws into my thigh to let me know, hey, if you can't hear me, I'm here. Oh, Kate, that's her name.
Yeah, I was just looking at it. Good.
Such a easy name to remember. Oops.
Pretty cute Irish style lady. I've watched her a few times. Well, more than a few times. So she's really a lot of fun to watch.
Yes.
And the curtains that I was just talking about, Lori, who joined us yesterday for Shannon's class, FPP class, was made curtains that she had made. And what are they? Patchwork? Is
The
that
postage stamp?
yeah.
They were incredible, like little jewels.
Yes. So pretty. we were one of the things that we were talking about was our favorite projects. And I think that she said that that was one of her favorite projects.
Yeah. Was it and her first one that she did? I can't remember now. Oh, my brain.
Oh, her first project?
Yeah. I feel like that she was talking about it was the first one that she had done. Her favorite, but when she first talked about it, it was the first one she'd done.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because I'm nosy and I asked a lot of questions of everybody in the thing yesterday.
Oh, Irish Facility's going to make those curtains as well.
Yay!
Right, you're
Using
making them with usable. Yeah.
that's awesome. Are you using? I know the 10 Sisters. I got hooked on them. They have a really good grid, but I know like there's other grids that people use other grids too. So I'm just wondering if you have a preference for the grid that you use.
It's going back to her being nosy.
Yeah, I can't help it. Well, it leads into the enablement of me not having impulse control. Oh, Steven said, not chatty today. Watching from the Lucy room, and we got moved into the Lucy room so he can watch.
That's
Well,
cool.
good vibes for Lucy being a good girl today.
And for anybody that doesn't know, the Lucy room is Steven's long arm.
Yes, yes. Oh, yeah, that's good to explain what that meant. He doesn't have somebody, chained against their will.
in the quilt sweatshop.
Yeah.
That's how Steven gets so much done.
Yeah, now we figured it out.
Because it's Lucy.
Doing all the work.
Well, I got another one sewn on.
Oh, great. They're such
all
fun.
that time just to do these two seams.
All right. I've took forever to even glue mine down.
Now I have to pick another color. Okay, I'm gonna go with red next.
Oh, nice. Oh, I just unthreaded my yarn. My needle.
Oh, that pearl cotton is so pretty that you got from your friends.
Oh my gosh.
And that stuff isn't cheap.
No. I was like, you guys, holy cow. I'm so excited to use it on this project.
Yeah. That's awesome. Where did they go that they found that kind of stuff?
They were in Bar Harbor.
Oh, cool. That's in
Yeah.
Bahaba.
Bahaba. They got to have lots of yummy lobster rolls.
Yep.
And yeah, had a really good time. And were they were so cute. They sent me pictures. Any place that they were visiting, if they found like a quilt shop or whatever, they would send me pictures.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it was so nice. They're like, if you come up here, you'll be able to find your people.
I love it. That's awesome. Bar Harbor is a really cool coastal town. Oopsie.
Yeah, they they went as a family. So their oldest son and his girlfriend, Jess's mom and dad, their youngest boy, a couple other people involved too. Um, Amazing. Like it just looked like such a good time. I need to travel more. Oh, Irish Deli is going to make her own grid. Oh, nice. The live aboard and the windows are specials. Oh, right. Yes. Special size windows. So you have to like work it out. Oh, and she's gonna put blackout material on the back.
Oh, nice. Nice.
That's nice.
Thank you, Robert. You know, it's these little accomplishments that you have to celebrate.
Exactly.
Because otherwise I wouldn't be celebrating anything. Because I have a major one. That's okay. It's okay. Eventually I'll have more time.
One of these days, if you stop taking promotions.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. You know, you get a promotion and they expect you to do more work.
The audacity.
Although I have to say, my problem, what I have to get better at doing is delegating. Because I know how busy my team is, so I don't tend to delegate like I should.
Yeah.
But, you know, I also have to keep in mind I can't do it all.
There's that.
So,
You can't do it all and stay healthy. That's the biggest part.
yes.
Like mentally and physically, it can be draining all the way around.
Yeah. 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 And I'm not doing anybody any good by pretending that I can do it all. Because I will burn out if I don't stop working all of these hours.
Yeah. I got your bail money though, so we're good.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I knew you were the ride or die kind.
Like that reel I sent you. Just don't ask me to hike at 6 o'clock in the morning. Everything else I'm here for. But a 6 a.m. hike, girl, you are on your own.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry.
Good morning, Jackie. Donna says that's why we sew to keep mentally stable.
Yes. Yes, that is true. And Donna, I saw your text and the adorable car that you got.
Oh, I haven't looked at it yet. I don't even know where my phone went. That's a problem.
It's red.
Oh, spicy.
Spicy, yeah. Can't wait to see it when we see you in September. Another trip to the nut house.
Woohoo!
And I think there still might be a space or two available, right?
I think so. You know what? I'm gonna go grab the link for that and I'll put that in.
Anybody that wants to join us at the Nut House, it's in Pennsylvania, Walnutport, Pennsylvania. It is a fabulous time. Stephanie puts on an amazing retreat.
So incredible.
And it's not a big one. I think there's maybe 12 people or a little more than a dozen that can fit in that location. So you're not talking about a retreat with, 100 people where you get no time with
Right.
the instructor or with the retreat hostess.
Yeah, you feel like, I mean, you're right there with Stephanie. Like you can walk up and talk to her. It's amazing. She
Yeah,
just does a really good job with all of her retreats. It's incredible.
that's yeah. And
Good morning, Del Marie. Oh, sorry.
it's project based, so you have everything you need for whatever the project is that she's got planned for us. And it's usually one big project and then one little project. And then Shannon will be doing an FPP project.
Yep.
So you've got 3 projects in the one retreat.
And there's no time limits. Like it's just us in that house all together. So there's no, you can come and go in that sewing room as freely as you want to. Like there's a schedule of things just so we know when things are happening, because you got to have some kind of control to start and stop things. But you can sew 24/7 if you want to.
Yes, because we're
there's
a house, because it's a big sewing room, and then all of the sleeping rooms are upstairs.
Yeah, full kitchen. There are very cute spots to like sit outside in the under a covered patio. It's your retreat. You make of it what you will.
Yeah. And it's out in the country.
Yeah. Nice and quiet.
Nice location.
Not quite as rural as Dahlonega, Georgia, which is the January retreat, or December into January retreat. But super quiet, nice and quaint little town. Nothing or yeah, you're not like in a big city or anything, but you are closer to some restaurants and such there than we would be in Dahlonega, which
I'm excited to go to Dahlonega this year.
oh my gosh, so much fun.
Yes, definitely. We're talking about the Nut House.
Yes. Cannot wait to be there.
We started talking about it because Jonna got herself a new car, early birthday present. And we were just saying it'll be nice to reconnect with everybody and see the new car.
And see the new car. I call shotgun. Boom. Already.
No, Donna prefers to be chauffeured once we're there.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I'm just
No,
making.
we don't really go anywhere.
We
So there's
don't.
really no shotgunning and no chauffeuring happening.
There is there's one quilt shop that's not too far from the net house.
Yeah.
Quilted Crow or something.
Is it the crow or is it the cow? It's some animal.
I'm pretty sure it's a crow because there's a there's a store with a similar name or the same exact name in Massachusetts
Oh,
that
gotcha.
I went to with Patrice. Um, but there is a cow one too.
Yeah.
But
Which
it what
cracks me
but
up.
it's funny. So on top of that kind of a store, there's also um what it was an Amish place that we went to.
Yes, the hills have eyes. Uh-huh.
Is that really what it was called?
No. But when we were driving to it, I was like, this is every horror movie I've watched. This is absolutely where they find our bodies, in a cell somewhere. You was in the way, sir. You're in the way.
So it was this very long dirt road driveway with just like a hand painted sign of quilts. It's quilts, right?
Yep, that's how they get you.
Yeah.
It was a perfectly lovely. They were the most adorable couple in the entire world.
So sweet. Yes.
Perfectly lovely, but it was a little like, you know, you were taking a risk there, just driving up off the highway.
Marianne and I were like, it's fine. Shannon was not on the same page, but we
I've
were
watched too many horror movies and grew up watching all of the unsuspecting city folk coming to the country to get slaughtered. Oh, Midge is a VW convertible Beetle. Oh,
that's awesome, Donna. That is such a you car. I love
love
it.
that. All right, those first two pieces are together. Nope, wrong side.
But going back to that Amish place, they had so in the room where you first walk in, they had a bed set up that just had a stack of quilts on it.
The most incredible quilts
that she would just keep like throwing back the half of it just to show you what was underneath. But oh my goodness, just stunning. Each one.
Yeah. And the cutest like hand. Oh, my little Nancy girl was from that shop. There was a little oh, here, I'll do this. A little girl. I guess she wasn't that little anymore. She started when she was a little girl, and she made little Nancy. That was from
what was cool is it was like everybody in the family was involved, and
yes.
What was cool is as she was flipping the quilts back, she was saying who made it, and it was
her aunt, her cousin. That was so cool. It's Brubaker's Quilts. I forgot I'd had the little keychain thing up here. It's Brew
Oh,
Baker's quilts.
cool. Yeah. So, but so on top of all of the quilts, there were a lot of smaller things that were more budget friendly that you
Yeah.
did as well. So, but just very, very cool. The things that you see in the different parts of the country when you venture out to these retreats. I love it.
Yeah.
You know, as well as the silly adventures that your that your quilty friends will rope you into.
You just get over your fill of Hannibal or your fear of Hannibal Lecter, and you'll be all right.
Yeah, this is how you end up in a well, I believe, was the first thing that you said when we turned onto that road.
Yep. I may have made a comment about dueling banjos as well.
Well, and then as we were driving to the nut house, we were Shannon and I were following Marianne, who ended up driving us through somebody's cornfields
Cornfield. That was the
because
best.
that's what the GPS told her to do. So that's what we did.
It was amazing. She was following the advice of her ancestors.
We made it there.
Yep. We got there eventually.
Didn't even have to put it in full-wheel drive. We were on a couple of roads that were marked as no trespassing, but it was fine.
Nobody chased us down, so and we've lived to tell the tale. Oh, see, this is why you guys need to go to a retreat.
Yeah. That wasn't even at the retreat yet. That was just next to the retreat. Because we had we went in a day early and stayed someplace.
Yeah.
Just to extend the vacation.
Oh, are we doing that again this year? We need a plan.
We do need to plan.
Although, yeah, I mean, with your work schedule, that might not work out. So, I mean, that's fine. We don't have to.
Oh no, by the time September comes around, I should be good.
Yeah.
September will be busy in other ways because I'll be going to Massachusetts right after the retreat.
That's right.
Come home for a day, get some George love,
And back again.
and back out again.
Back on the road.
I'll have to find some good audiobook to listen to. It doesn't work when you and I are traveling together because we talk too much.
I know. And that's so funny because we both told each other the first time we rode together, which was to the nut house.
Yeah.
That, you know, if either one of us are quiet, like sometimes we just get quiet. We're not like upset or so like if I'm not talking, I, you know, don't worry about it. Like it's just, you know, sometimes I get quiet, and then neither one of us have ever shut up.
That is so true. Yeah, there's not much quiet time in the car. Kind of funny how that happens, huh?
So everybody in YouTube world, what we have a couple of folks, Stephanie and Steven, are working on their long arms today. Is anyone else working on a project? You guys hanging out? Are you watching the Olympics?
Oh, yes. What's going on with the Olympics today? What are they televising?
There was some beach volleyball. So, because I didn't fall asleep until 3 o'clock in the morning, the live beach volleyball had started. I know that there's some tennis today, badminton today. They've got kind of a plethora of stuff happening.
Wait, is it going? So is it? Are they televising something 24/7?
Well, because Paris is 6 hours ahead of us,
Okay.
it's starting. It starts at like 2 o'clock in the morning here. The events start over there.
I got you. Okay.
2 a.m. here, yeah. So Peacock is streaming all the stuff live. But then like channel for NBC will re-show the things in prime time after like normal human being hours on for us, the East Coast. They'll show the things that are live through Paris's evening until the events are done. They'll show them live in our time, and then they'll replay the things that were so too early in the morning.
Gotcha.
Yeah. We were talking about the technology really helping keep quilters in community during like the pandemic, and even just moving forward throughout wherever you are. And I appreciate the technology of being able to watch the Olympics like all day. It keeps me very happy.
Yes.
Oh, yes. So Irish Sail Lady is asking, I walked away for a moment and I see Shannon using a plastic piece for hexie sewing. Can you please tell me what that is? So Ingrid is actually using it too. You just can't see it because it's the clear plastic. It is Sewtites EPP pallets. There's actually 3 different sizes. I settled on the medium size. Ingrid, which one did you?
Yes, I'm playing the medium size.
Medium size too.
Yeah.
I just feel like it fits my hand better, kind of all the way around. So it's a little like pallet shaped jelly bean piece of plastic, which is hard to see. But Ingrid and I have kind of decided to do the flat seam. Is that what it's called? Flat seam? I keep wanting to call it a flat fell, but that's a clothing seam.
I think flat back stitching.
Flat back stitching. There we go. And that the palette helps with holding the pieces while we're doing the flat back piecing.
So it's nice when you're sewing using the flat back method. These pallets are see-through, so you can line things up. If you're fussy cutting and having to line things up, this is especially great for that.
Yeah. Like I'm doing.
But with the flat back, I just feel like it lays flatter, obviously, but you don't see any stitches on the front side.
Yep.
Which it's what I shoot for anyway.
Yeah. So I'm not saying you would necessarily have to go and get Sewtites plastic to do it. I'm pretty sure you can like DIY it, but I do find it helpful for doing this.
Yeah, because it's just like it's a clear piece of flexible something or other.
Yeah.
Um, but like you could probably just cut it and these are from Sewtite makes these. But you could probably, those like what do you call it where you put your reports in?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
It's so you could put in so whatever, it's just a piece of plastic, but you could cut it out yourself just using something like that.
Yeah.
Um, or I mean just you don't even have to make it the shape of a pallet. It's just it sits in your hand nice, I think, with the shape that they make it in. So
Yeah.
it's like a kind of a kidney bean.
And it's a cute, gimmick.
Yes, yes.
Yes, Charlotte Flatback. Yeah. So Shelly is sewing on the project that she was working on yesterday. Excellent. Shelly, so Charlotte is doing uh setting up a Grace Q Zone hoop frame. Very
Oh,
nice.
cool.
Del Marie's cutting a block of the month block. Oh, that she got yesterday in her local quilt shop. Excellent. Support those local shops.
It's been cool seeing Charlotte's. Um, they've been posting pictures of people coming in for um the shop hop.
Yes. It's been super cool to see our shop.
Yeah, I hope they I didn't realize that this was the first annual, so I hope that all the shops are finding it um beneficial for them as a shop
Yeah.
to do it. So it would be nice to see them do it again next year.
Yeah, I really hope that they do. And well, you know how it is. People are just like, I think people forget that the majority of these shops are just small mom and pop shops. And so like things happen that they aren't open on a particular day. And instead of people taking, responsibility and calling the shop ahead before leaving to just make sure, because they're small mom and pop shops and you just want to make sure that it's going to be open the day that you're going to check it out, they just post whiny little posts on the Facebook page.
Uh, yeah.
And it's super annoying. So hopefully the shops don't just get as annoyed as I am and decide they're not doing it again next year.
Have you seen that people are doing that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, they said like, and all the shops had to submit the times months ago. And so if they've had people quit or if they've had people get sick or so they can't be open 7 days a week and they've had to change the hours, they couldn't change the magazine.
Right.
And so people, and look, I get that you're coming from a far, because it's the whole mid Atlantic, it's all these different states. I get that you're planning this and coming from far away. Well, call, call to make sure.
Yeah, as you're setting up your itinerary.
Yeah.
But that's unfortunate. I think too many people these days take to social media before actually figuring out what happened,
Yeah.
or just allowing people grace that you know life
Yeah.
life happens. Irish sail lady is working on a professional tote. But that I saw a mom and pop video.
Oh, fun.
Very detailed and easy to read instructions. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
That's awesome. What is the tote, Irish Sail Lady? Can you put that in the comments? Just the name of it or where you got it?
Or is it a mom and pop?
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Or did Laura?
Like, is it their pattern or? All right. Piece 3 is attached.
Very cool.
I gotta attach it to the other side, but it's attached to the main part. So this is where the clear plastic comes in handy. I'm able to make sure it's all lining up with the fussy cutted the fussy cut pieces. You know, whatever.
You know who has a very good demonstration of using these as mixed domestic?
Yes. Yep.
He shows how he does it, and he shows how he lines up some of the fussy cutting that he's done as well.
Yeah. When we were first looking into these and you were the one that told me about that. I went and watched. So I felt like I at least knew a little bit about what I was getting myself into.
Yeah, well, and we both used it for the first time on one of our slow stitch Sundays.
Our first slow stitch Sunday.
Oh, it was the first one.
Yeah. We were so young and naive then.
2 months ago. We've come a long way.
Oh, those were the days.
So we were just talking earlier today that the goal is for these slow stitch Sundays that eventually we'll start working on our tulip pink.
Queen of Diamonds, right?
Diamonds, yes.
Yeah.
Because we both signed up for it and have not done a bit of stitching on it.
No, haven't done any stitching, haven't done any cutting, haven't really opened the packages other than to look at the pretty fabric.
Right. But had to have it all.
Yeah.
Although the first time we picked up the package, because we ordered it from our local quilt shop, we walk out of the store and Shannon's first words to me was, "What did you get me into?"
I didn't know it was EPP. I didn't pay any attention. Ingrid said, "I'm doing this, want to do it?" And I was like, "Yeah, let's do it."
And then Shannon also assumed that I had done EPP before, but I had not.
No, so we were both clueless as to what we'd gotten ourselves into.
I had to have it. So we just figured we'd maybe before stepping into the Queen of Diamonds, that we'd get a couple of little small things done.
Yeah. But the Queen of Diamonds will be fun to do as a little sew along. Maybe we've got other friends out there that got hoodwinked into a huge project.
Well, you know where they get you is they say it's going to have all of Tula's lines in there, even the ones that are discontinued. So, of course, you're going to have to.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
They know how to play the game. That's for sure.
Yes.
Robert says, I've been up with Stephanie since 8 a.m. and after Shannon and Ingrid going back to bed to rest for the afternoon.
Golly. Here you go.
Remember how much we used to fight taking a nap as a child? There's nothing like a nap.
Naps are great. Just don't forget about Stephen and Walter's live.
That's right. 4 p.m. Eastern. And then sometime this afternoon, Russ will have his week in review, his vlog go up.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Lots of things on Sunday.
Yeah. It was kind of fun having early morning Stephanie stitch before, like, I was watching and getting things ready to go for us, getting the animals fed. It was kind of nice.
It was. It was a nice little shift of schedules.
Yeah.
I loved seeing what she did with Rob's fabrics.
Yeah. And I love saying Lemoyne. Lemoyne star. It sounds like a bougie way to say lemon, but
I love the stars.
Irish Sally says, I have a bunch of hexies cut and glued, and she's going to take it to her husband's surgery in September.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it is very nice and portable.
Yep. And the tote is called Professional Tote by the Creative Thimble. Have to check that out.
Oh, cool. Thank you for sharing that. And hope all goes well with your husband's surgery. One of the ladies that works for me has been out for over a month.
Goodness.
With she had surgery and then they had to go in and do another surgery. So,
oh goodness.
But everything is looking good now. And she will be back on Tuesday. So, about that. She's excited as well.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of her for staying offline, at least as far as I could tell.
It's not easy to do.
No.
And I make a horrible patient. I remember when my surgery, I had a hysterectomy. That was the most recent surgery in my life. And I was like, I'm so bored. I need to do something. I want to read emails. I want to do something.
Yeah. So she has agreed to just come back part-time, at least for the first week. Because after being out for that long,
oh, it's going to be draining.
Yeah, we don't have a physical job, but she's going to be mentally drained.
Yeah. Well, just trying to stay focused for an 8-hour shift is going to be difficult.
Yeah.
You got to really listen to your body.
Yep. Hey.
Did you get another piece on?
Yep.
Woo! We are cooking with gas on this. It's going good.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
Can you see it okay on the plastic?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I love those colors.
me too.
Is
Uh,
that the red? Is it a red or is it like a salmony kind of red? The
this is a red, but there's this one which is more
oh
of a salmony red.
yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can really tell the difference with them together. Yep.
Yeah,
But you know, like the cameras always make colors look weird.
it does. Yeah. Yes, Donna, it is. It's also the stamina.
Yes.
So now it's now what color?
Oh, is there a purple?
No,
Oh, how
no,
dare they?
I know. I don't understand it, but nope, there is no purple in the bunch.
Is there a green?
There's not a green, just this
Just
yellow.
that one. Yeah. Well, then I don't know. Because those would have been my choices.
Thinking maybe
Oh, that's a fun lemony yellow.
here or here. This is blue.
No, I like it between the red and the orange because it's the mix of the two. Okay, ask you a question. Oh,
So did you hear Stephanie on her live that she got her presents from me in the mail?
sorry, there was questions happening. Yes, I did. I heard that we are going to be well prepared for the Texas heat.
Yeah.
Um,
Those
do you want
those neck fans just seem fabulous.
Ingrid? I'm such a spoiled brat. I got a second one because I read that they take 3 hours to charge, and I was like, oh, that's not happening. I need constant cool.
That's so funny.
So I got a second one. That is how scared I am of Texas heat.
That's hysterical.
I'm a mess. I went and I read the reviews that the one you had, and I was like, well, this seems fantastic, but I can't wait 3 hours for it to charge.
Right. Yeah, I mean, there were something like 14,000 reviews on it,
Yeah.
which is why I got that one.
Yeah. So I was like, yep, I'm getting another one. Oh, I just stabbed myself in my thumb. Oh, man down.
Uh-oh. I'll have to read another needle.
That's been like my I guess it's going to be something I'm going to need to learn, like long enough to get through more than just one piece, but short enough not to get all tangled.
Well, they say to your elbow.
Yeah, yeah.
Seems
I
too
keep
short.
no, I think it's too long because I keep getting it caught on everything. So I've gone a little bit shorter, and so I get through like so. Let's see, I get through 3 seams.
Yeah.
That seems all right.
Hi, Donna. I know, no purple. It's weird that I
Ridiculous.
would have a bundle of fabric with no purple.
Bye, Donna. Have an awesome Sunday. Is it card playing Sunday? Is it poker Sunday?
Good luck if it is. Put that poker face on.
And
That's a retreat face.
Beat those boys.
Donna has the best facial expressions at retreats. If you are blessed enough to sit across from her.
Oh my word.
So funny.
You just prepare to laugh and have to explain that there's nothing going on.
Right. Right. Shannon, do you use red wax?
I don't.
Del Marie is asking.
Oh, I don't. It stops the tangling. Oh, well, that's cool. Okay, so there we go. There's a gadget that I would get behind because it helps.
Oh, poker was yesterday.
Poker Saturday. Okay. Did you win?
Yeah, how'd you do?
And if you didn't win, did you at least make them pay?
I gotta get that threader.
Love the threader. Now I've got to get some. I wonder if I have some of the thread conditioner from some box I've gotten. I'll have to look.
Oh, don't buy any. I have some. I've got some from cross stitch boxes, and then I have some from sewing boxes as well. So
okay,
I got you.
Sweet. All right. Well, with the end of that seam, no, I'm not going to cut it right there. I'm going to bury my stitches a little bit. It's things I learned from knitting. Bury the stitches. I'll do a little chat about what's coming up. So we've talked a little bit about what's happening for the rest of today. Stephen and Walter will be live at 4 p.m. If
Bland Designs.
Yes, I will put his YouTube up again so that you can follow that. So Stephen is here, and that's at 4 Eastern time. Then Russ later today will have, I gotta spell Russ correctly. Sorry, fat fingered it, and that was Russie. Oh, Russie.
Goes by Tom as well.
Yeah. Oof. Later today, he'll have his week in review, the vlog. And then coming up for me this week, Thursday will be Taylor Seville Thread Magic. Oh, okay. Let's look at that. Steven said poker, and I only had to dance with her. Nightbot isn't reacting. Maybe it's just slow. Maybe it'll pop up. But later this week, on Thursday, I will have my next installment of the 1718 coverlet, which is a patchwork that they discovered. It's the oldest dated patchwork in Britain, and it's from this book. But in here, everything is kind of done what they call mosaic patchwork, or the early version of English paper piecing, but not like English paper piecing that we know with the shapes like hexagons and trapezoids and all that kind of stuff. this was where she was uh, putting the fabric around shapes that we would more closely recognize today as applique, and then putting them on, like the swan here, putting it on a traditionally pieced block. That's how she did it way back in 1718. I'm rewriting all of this. It's 69 different quilt blocks, but 182 block layout. So I'm rewriting all of the blocks in FPP. It's kind of like a labor of love, paying homage to whoever. They don't actually know who EH is. It's been lost to history. But so this is kind of my love letter to whoever EH is, and creating them all in FPP. So Thursday will be the next grouping of blocks. If you are interested, I was very excited to put up the first collection, or the first package of 4 collections of the patterns that I'm writing from this. So on my website, there is the 4 collections are triangles, squares, patches, and on point blocks, broken up into those different. There's a collection that has 9, one has 8 blocks, one has 6 blocks, and one has 4 blocks in it. But then there's also a package of all of them together. Just you buy the whole thing. And there will be a second package of the fussier, like the more spicy ones, where I'll actually have to, like, I started working on the cat and fish, because there's one block where she's done the EPP and it's a cat that has a fish in its mouth. But for FPP and how I'm kind of re-envisioning it, I'm doing a cat block in FPP, and then the mirror on the other side will be the fish block. So that's kind of how I'm thinking through these other shapes that she did in the mosaic patchwork. So
now
that's. Hmm? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I?
sorry. I
Oh,
I was bringing up YouTube to that was you talking. I was bringing up YouTube to put in your website.
oh, thank you. That was me. Oh, that's funny. But that's been a labor of love for sure, but a fun journey. Like anything, the more you practice at something, the better and like faster you get at it. So it's been a lot of fun making these. The first 4 collections are very like traditional blocks, things like this guy, and done in FPP instead of, she was hand piecing all of it. She was working in silks. I'm working in quilting cottons from Liberty Fabric, but it's been really fun and fascinating. So that is Thursday. I today, just this morning, released the next Bring Your Own FPP retreat, which is August 24th. And this retreat is a nod to all my non-East Coasters. So it's starting at like doors open at 1:30 and the show starts at 2 p.m. and we'll go to 9 p.m. So it's a later in the day one, because I want my friends from Australia to be able to come. And that day worked out really well for Philippa. So that's the day we're going with. We've seen Philippa in the chats and in the like days with Stephen and Walter and Stephanie, and the retreats that Stephen has done. So I wanted to make sure that she was going to be able to join us too.
She's celebrating her birthday this weekend, which is
yes,
here today.
Yeah. Did you see her email? She just got back from the early birthday festivities.
So I did not yet. No.
So that was just opened up registration for that. So I'm excited about that. Going to do another nice eat like another small group of folks getting together and varying levels of comfort with FPP. It was such an amazing sharing of knowledge and stories, and it was so much fun yesterday. A really, really good time. So if you're available in August, that's going to be the next one. Hi, Patricia. Yeah, and then the I sound like a salesperson, and I hate that part, but I've got fun, exciting things that I'm excited to share with everybody. So, the mystery quilt along starts August 1st, and through the end of July. So through midnight Eastern, or 11:59 Eastern time on July 31st, you get the whole thing for $10. So you get a pattern, you get access to a Facebook group, you get a members only portion of the website that will give you forever and always access to the pattern pieces and the instructional videos. You get instructional videos, weekly emails that give you all this information. And that's all for just a one-time shot of $10. But August 1st at 12 a.m. August 1st, that price goes up. So hop in while you can now at the $10. It's going to be, I'm very excited about it. I'm really, really happy that I'm doing this for the first time. So I'm excited to share that with you all. Ingrid, did you have any fun stuff going on you want to share?
Nothing that you've already talked about. All the fun stuff I have going on is from you.
Well, Ingrid and Stephanie and Philippa and I are in talks now. I just sent out the email. We want to ease Stephanie back into getting projects done. So we're going to pick a date to do the last live block of Hootie Tootie in August. So that'll be coming up after Stephanie and I get back from Rob Appel's retreat.
Oh,
we will.
Do you want to see the block I finished yesterday?
Oh, yes, indeed. Hold on a second. I'm going to spotlight you because Hootie Tootie is pretty amazing. Oh my gosh.
This is eyeball.
Yes. Look at those colors.
And so this is the top part of it.
That's so awesome. So Ingrid took on, not only is she doing a legit kit FPP pattern, but she took on the added challenge of choosing all of her own fabrics. And she made, look at that, she made Hootie psychedelic. So that's Little Hooter, which is a legit kit pattern. Little Hooter done in incredible colors and all grunge, right?
All grunge. Yep.
So amazing. So if you wanted to do, you just get the pattern from FPP and you don't have to get their kit, you can make it your own and recolor, change, any of the fabrics to whatever you want it to be. Incredible. She's amazing. It's amazing how it's gonna. We were talking yesterday. It looks like Ingrid's Little Hooter got into the mushrooms from the legit kit mushrooms kit.
Yeah, because one of the ladies that was in Shannon's FPP class yesterday was doing the legit kit mushroom pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
It was good stuff. So that is what we've all got coming up. As always, if you have any questions or anything, give me an email. My contact information is in the description box below. And Ingrid and I will be together again for Slow Stitch Sunday, the last Sunday of August. So the plan is, as much as our lives allow, is to have Slow Stitch Sundays be the last Sunday of each month. So we might not be working on the same project each time, because we're really working up to being able to do that Queen of Diamonds. And that Queen of Diamonds is going to take us a good long while. So that'll be that'll be many Sundays that we'll be able to do that together.
Right.
But
yeah. And we may need a palette cleanser in between.
yes. Yeah, we might throw in like a small like bag project or something, like a pouch or something.
Right.
Non-slow stitch related. We don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. But thank you all so much for being here. Have an amazing rest of your Sunday. Definitely check out Stephen and Walter at 4 p.m. Eastern and Russ sometime thereafter. And Russ's isn't live. That's a pre-recorded, but Stephen and Walter are live. And we'll see you here at some point soon.